Hey guys, okay, I want to run real quick through these books that I have. Most of this actually was, gotten from a lady on Facebook. I am a part of some Facebook sites for homeschool moms, so we can get things secondhand and not pay ridiculous prices for all our books, because it takes a lot to homeschool your kids. It doesn't have to be costly, but at all. And I know a lot of homeschool moms like to go that route and be very frugal with it. But I like to have a big library for the kids, and we use a lot of hands-on activities and resource books and stuff for each unit or something that's in their school curriculum. So, and art class and all those other things that maybe the curriculum obviously doesn't come with because it's an elective or it's an add-on or something like that. So I definitely keep my eyes and ears open to make homeschooling a low-cost thing, but that we can have the most out of it. So I got a lot of these books from that lady, and I also got some of these from Amazon. Actually, this kit up here is from Walmart. I had seen that, and I'll go through it with you. I saw it at Walmart and thought it would be a fun activity for the kids to do in art class. So let's start with this. I was really excited to get this book. This book was a kind of a little gambling, I guess you could say, because I didn't know if I should purchase it because I wasn't sure of the contents in it. I like to look what's in a book. Maybe somebody has it, or you can go on Amazon and usually they'll have like the look inside. And I didn't find that option. It might be on there now, depending on who's selling it now, but it was not on there. So I kind of took a chance with this one, but it turned out to be my favorite book for our insect honeybee unit. Where are you, Easton? So it is teaching all about honeybees and the importance of honeybees, what all they do for us, how long people have been harvesting their honey, and what they do for the environment, and what all of our things that we get from them, like we wax, and what we can use wax for, all kinds of things, as a matter of fact. Their honey, and what all honey is good for you, healthy, and the healthy wise, and how they make honey. I like the illustrations of this. They have some pretty, I don't know if you can see this, let me see, pretty detailed illustrations. And then they have some fun illustrations. Like these are pretty good depiction of bees. That's the queen bee laying her little soft white eggs. And then, let's see, that's a big picture of a bee. But then they have like the little fun bee, and he gives you little fun facts and different information. And this book just goes through tons of information from beginning to end, from the queen bee itself, and the days, and the larva, the worker bee, from the egg, larva, pupa, and adult bee. It goes through how they work and how they put the honey in, how they feed the larva. Let's see here, the stinger information, both the honey sac and the midgut. I'm just packed full of awesome information. And we have a lot of farmers in our area who have honeybees, and they harvest the honey and different things like that. So we'll probably take a field trip to go see them, and maybe buy some honey to test, depending on what they have their bees harvesting off of, is the kind of honey that will be produced. Let's see here. Then it tells you how the worker bee, how the pollination, and then the bee dance is how they communicate, and the wagging of the bee tells the number of waggle runs per 15 seconds indicates the distance. So it talks about that, and I remember learning about the bee dance. This tells you like a honey flower menu. So whatever they're harvesting off of, whether it be an apple orchard or oranges, sunflowers, avocados, it makes different kinds of honey, and they're different colors because of that. And then it gives you the calendar and what the bees do in each month. And so it's just packed full. I love this book. I was thrilled to have it. definitely hit gold for my purpose. In this, I am also going to be getting in some rolls of flat wax and string to where we can make some candles for this activity. So we'll probably do a whole unit on the honeybee outside of the the science book that will be teaching about the honeybees and the insects in general. And then this is an additional book that I got from the lady on Facebook. Thank you very much for all your books. And these are actual pictures, so some of these were hard for my daughter to look at. They weren't as fun to look at as the drawings, but it'll give us quite a bit of information. We'll use that in the unit as well. And then we have Laura Ingalls Wilder. Now, these books are, there's a whole series of these books. And you have from Abraham Lincoln to George Washington, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., Neil Armstrong, Pocahontas. So there's just these little books. It gives you a little information of them. So it's not a hard read, as you can see, and it has lots of pictures. So I would like to eventually have all of these sitting on the shelf, but we'll definitely be pulling these off when we talk about different people and hit those lists. This is A Nation Torn. I have never seen some of these books, but going through them, seeing what the lady had to offer, I tried to look up as much as I possibly could to see inside the books, or look them up, look the reviews up, look the author up. This is probably not a book I'll sit and read from cover to cover with the kids. I definitely use it as a resource. It is huge, huge, huge as far as packed full of information regarding the Civil War, all the different information of the different generals and commanders, and let me see here, the slaves, different people who obviously fought in the war, or the important women like Harriet Tubman here. So we're going to learn about the Underground Railroad. My older kids obviously have, but the younger kids will touch on that, and the older kids will hear it again. So you have all kinds of information and actual pictures, so definitely going to be using that as a resource book. Not reading it all the way through, but leaving it on the shelf in case they want to. So I have several books of Lois and Clark. This is just in addition to that, because we will be doing a unit study on them. My favorite one that I have so far, and I can include in a link below, is the actual accounts from their actual letters. I showed that in a different video, and I'll link that on the video. But this one was cute as well. I liked the illustrations in it, and it talks about the individual people, almost like they're characters in this story. So and it'll tell you the information about them, and then tell you what role they played. So this will definitely be a book we use in that unit study. See if I can show you some more pictures here. I don't know if we'll read it cover to cover, but it's not that long, so we might do so. Another Civil War book, Fields of Fury. This is probably my favorite one out of the two in this video, at least. It's a lot of actual pictures as well. There's a lot of quick facts on the side you can see here, and it goes through a lot of different African Americans at war, the Second Battle of Manassas, Stonewall Jackson. So you have all kinds of, and on each one of them they have the quick facts, so the kids will love that. And I love the illustrations on books like this and stuff, but when you can get a book that has actual pictures from those wars or the people regarding that time, that's always fun. So we'll enjoy that book. This is the book I was excited to get out of this whole haul. Obviously, you've been watching my videos. You know I am huge into the colonial times and American Revolution. I love it. It's my favorite era. So I was eager to get this book. It is Let It Begin Here, Lexington and Concord, the First Battles of the American Revolution. Great illustration. It is a very easy read. It's not tons of words for the kids to have sit through, but it has really awesome pictures too, to where it'll keep the kids intrigued, especially the younger ones. Maybe not so much my preschooler, but my second grader I know will love this. And we will definitely be using this for American Revolution and colonial time book. And then at the end, let me show you. At the beginning, it gives you who's who, American side and British side. And then it goes through the whole story, and then at the end it said what happened to the people, on the same people on the American side and the British side. So you learn from who's going to be in this story, obviously factual people, and then they go through the entire story, and then you find out what happened to them and so forth. So I love this book. I was so excited to get it. And then they have, I don't have this book yet, but they also have the next book called Duel. So if you guys are interested in any of those, make sure to look that up. I'll put a link down below. Another Lois and Clark book. This is going along with Lois and Clark. I like this book. Like I said, the other one is my favorite that I don't have in this video. I showed it in another one. But I like this book as just the factual information on it, the actual pictures. It's like walking through a museum, and you see the different products and pieces that they have out, and then the little tag underneath that gives you all the information of what that is. It's kind of looking at it like that, and it goes through the whole where they went. And so this is a very, very informative book, and I'm very excited to have it. So we will definitely be using that one. These books, actually these two are by the same author, and I actually got this to go along with our Going West unit. These three will go together. I'm sorry, I'm knocking the camera over. So we got the Gold Rush and Life on the Trail. I liked the pictures. It's a bunch of pictures, and it's a lot of little fun facts and information, and so I thought the kids would enjoy that. Definitely just going to be a resource book. We won't read it cover to cover, but I thought it was very interesting and fun and factual. And then here's the inside of Life on the Trail. You have your map there, and talking about roundup and branding and bronco busting, preparing for the drive, a day on the trail, fuel for the cowboys, what they ate, how they cooked it, how they kept it good and dangerous on the trail. Cute little game here on the side. So fun book for that. And then for that same unit study where we'll be using this is a Stagecoach wooden wagon kit. Now this is like made from the 70s, and it has been untouched. And I am so excited to do this with the kids. I am crazy amazed that it hasn't been touched, and it is almost in perfect condition. And I didn't pay hardly anything for it. So, and it comes with the instructions, and still everything is intact. Still in the little baggies, and all the wood pieces haven't even been punched out yet. So we will be using this to make that little wagon up front on the picture. And we will do that for our Going West unit study, and a little fun activity to do with them. I love to do anything hands-on with the kids so that they learn better when they're engaged in it. At least my kids do. So that's how we do things. The best book of weather. I added this in here. Some of the information is kind of as far as me being a Christian teacher. But I do like this book. It's a lot of fun information for the kids. So we'll definitely be pulling this off the shelf for our different weather studies. And in the weather study, we make clouds, and we learn about the clouds and precipitation and all the fun stuff that y'all know about. So we'll definitely put that in our unit study for weather. And these are fun. I was given these, and I wanted to go ahead and show them. I don't know if you can still get these. I'm sure you can in some fashion. I don't know if it's by the same company, but they're just little what do they call these? Stencils, I'm sorry. And this is for my preschooler, just to work on his penmanship and writing his letters and stuff like that. So this is the entire alphabet. That's the stencils for that. Keep his hands moving, keep him working on his his penmanship. And these are the numbers, so you can get the little stencil out and help him learn how to write his numbers. So I wanted to show that in case anybody had an idea they could use for their children or what might work. And I'm always welcoming advice and any kind of ideas people have. These are the last things I want to show you. This is the sand art I was talking about. I got it from Walmart. It was like $8.88. It comes with 4 bottles and then 2 little ones that you can like hang from a necklace or something, and then all the bags of sand. I'm really excited to do this because I love doing arts and crafts with the kids, and this was all something they all expressed that they thought would be fun to do. I did these when I was a kid. I'm sure most of you have. It's just a little fun activity, nothing to go along with a certain unit or anything like that, but just fun to do. So we did that, and then I got these 2 books at the library. They were having a book sale. You just donate whatever and you take whatever books you want, but these are the only 3 that I grabbed. I know we wanted to learn about the Northwest Passage, so I thought I would grab this book. It's in almost perfect condition. I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. There's no writing in it or anything. It's not terribly kid-friendly, so it might just be a resource book for me during the, because it gives the important dates, important people, and different pictures and stuff I can use and talk about and just read off of really quick. So I got that. I can't even remember. I probably gave them like, well, I probably gave them $2 or $3 at least, so maybe $1 a book or something like that. And I just took these 3. This one, neither one of these will I use fully. I just grabbed them because I thought I could pull out just a few information that I wanted to. We will be doing a art study on famous painters and composers, different things like that. But we will be getting the Charlotte Mason's portfolio for the artists. And so I noticed in here that they had like the Mona Lisa, and they had the self-portrait of Vincent van Gogh and stuff like that. So, and I'll actually take them up to Chicago and see the actual paintings. Obviously, I can't take them to go see the Mona Lisa, but maybe one day. But then, it just gives the information about when it was painted, different important information about the painting and about the artist, and different things like that. And then this one had, I think it had like the Last Supper in it or something like that, and different things I wanted to pull from it to show from the artist. I can't remember now, but I'll just go through some of the paintings and some of the artists and pull whatever I wanted to gather from it and use that in that particular unit study. So that is all we have to show for this video today. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button and like us, please. Thanks. Bye.